What's going on, guys? TKD want to do a video. It is a fresh morning. I'm freshly showered and freshly shaved. I got the coffee with me, and that's because we're gonna do a EP review on Jeremih's new EP called Late Nights Europe, and this is kind of like a spin-off of his album that was titled Late Nights. And so we're gonna do a review over his EP called Late Nights Europe. So we're going to get right into it, guys. We're going to go to track 1. It's called Dubai. It's got K Camp and Wiz Khalifa. Okay, some pretty strong features right there. We're going to go to track 1 right now, Dubai.
I get paid and go now for my shows. Came to fuck shit up now with my bros. Just got a call from Croatia. Big money conversation. Yeah. All my hoes, they just do what I say. And I don't never gotta say shit.
That was a very good track. Very good start. I felt like it was definitely a banger in the club. You definitely don't want to play this, around your mama, around, whoever else you want to play around. That's a little bit sensitive to that. It's definitely a club banger, and it's a very, it's a good club banger. No lie, it's very good. I felt, one thing that the song matches what the song is called, right? So it's kind of like at least what I got the vibes of during this song while I was playing it. It was that, I was, imagining high life banging out, you know what I'm saying, like something that you would see in Dubai, you know what I'm saying, like you would see, people with a lot of money, something that's not, really here in the US, like I'm talking like that level, you know what I'm saying, like that level of high balling, because in Dubai it's crazy, right? So that was kind of like I got the vibe from the song, and they definitely were able to hit that, on the dot. And Wiz had a very strong verse. I really liked this verse. I felt like his was a little bit more stronger than K Camp's, but they were both really good on the track. But I definitely did like Wiz a lot more. And even, when he was all done with his verse, he was still on it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like he was still in the background talking like, oh man, I have my lighter in my pocket, but I didn't like the weed, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he had a better overall, encompassing presence in the song, I guess what I would say, But that was really good, very good. Next up, we're gonna go to track 2, Belgium, in quotes, Get Down. So maybe sexual, I don't know, we'll see. Track 2, Belgium.
Do for me? What you do for me? What you do for me? Go ahead, get down, little mama. Get down, little mama. Get down, little mama. Get down, little mama.
Okay, so I would say if track 1 was, you high life in the ballin' club, with your boys, this is with the girl, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely like how these two were back to back from each other. I like how, they were, track 1, track 2. It was a nice, it was kind of like they had the same feeling to their songs, but just from a different perspective, you know what I'm saying? So definitely like that. The beat was, for me, the best thing about this song, right? It was simple, right? Like it wasn't, anything like a crazy beat. It was something that, you could probably, go on GarageBand or whatever and just, have up real quick. But it was very simple, but at the same time, the way they mixed the beat during certain points of the track made it sound so much more complex than actually what it was. So, I definitely appreciate the beat, and at least, for me, the beat definitely made the song. I definitely love that beat on that song so far. And Jeremih kind of left me wanting more on this track, right? Not that, it was bad. I understand, the point of this track. I definitely, get why, he, was, so short. It's because, he just wanted to have, a song that was catchy and to the point, you know what I'm saying? Like, I totally get that. But it still kind of left me wanting more out of him on this track. But I definitely... I definitely enjoy, I definitely enjoyed it for what it was, at the end of the day. But I definitely do wish, there was more. But definitely, we got another 12 tracks or whatever, so probably, we'll hear more. But really good beat. The beat was the star for me in this track so far. And now we're going to go to Berlin, quotation, she with it. Berlin, quotation, she with it.
More friends that could get the business. I'ma work them out and I ain't talking fitness. Yes, you with it, yeah, on that. Get it into the morning. In the X on my cognac. Bitch emoji for.
There we go. That's the Jeremih that I wanted to hear, throughout these tracks. I definitely enjoyed that Jeremih. The singing was definitely, A1 for me. It was definitely the best part of this song, in my opinion. I definitely enjoyed the vocals. I love it, I love when Jeremih gets all R&B on us and, really, hones in on that. That's my favorite type of Jeremiah. But this song definitely had a lot of P&D vibes to it that I definitely, enjoyed. Definitely, it was a very, turned down song. It was very, nice and, slow and all that. So I definitely appreciated that. I would say it was a definitely, late night song, something that, you want to play after when everything's all said and done, not anything that's, in the hype. It's definitely not a hype song at all. It's very, low key and turned down, so I definitely do, appreciate that type of track. So I definitely did enjoy it. I enjoyed it. The beat was simple, nothing like track 2, excuse me. But the beat was simple, and I felt like it went, very much hand in hand with the vocals, so definitely did enjoy Berlin. Next I'm going to track 4, Lebanon. Track 4, Lebanon.
I know shorty body dope, that's a key, that's a key. I hit up with the pipe, she OD, brim low, Gucci shades, style key, Michael Jack, shorty back, yeah that's.
Okay, Lebanon, okay, definitely a heavy banger. It's definitely, something that you want to play before the party. Something that I don't really feel like it's for the party. I guess, one would argue that it probably could be, but I feel like this is definitely, when you're in the car about to go to the crib, about to go party. I'm saying this is definitely a heavy banger, something to get yourself hyped with. One thing I was thinking about halfway through, so I don't know why I was thinking about this, but 2 Chainz would have been a great feature on this track. I don't know if it's just because of the way the beat was constructed. I don't know if it's just because how the beat sounded. But personally, I just feel like, 2 Chainz would have been a great feature on this. I don't think he's on this tape. No, he's not on this tape. But if they were to put 2 Chainz anywhere, I feel like he would go perfect with this song. And I love the switch up at the end. There's a point at the end of the song, kind of, near the 1 minute mark, until it's over. There is a part where the beat slows down and it kind of gets, distorted and muffled. I love that. I love when songs do that with beats. When they're trying to transition or like make a point during that section. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're trying to bring, the vocals up. You know what I'm saying? Or when they're trying to do a transition. I definitely love when songs do that. And this song did it, and I definitely enjoyed it. I love that effect. I don't know why, just what I love. But next we're going to track 5, Paris. Who taught you, in quotations? A lot of quotations in this. I don't know why. A lot of quotations. There's no more, but it's the last one with quotations. But we got Paris, Who Taught You, with Ty Dolla $ign on it as well. So this is probably a banger. Let's check it out. Track 5, Paris.
Who taught you that? $9. Girl taught you how to do that trick with your spit. You so nasty.
Okay, Paris. I would like to say one thing. The line, 6 flags on the bed. Damn. But beside the point. The beat had video game chimes in it, which is something that, I gotta appreciate. I gotta point it out. Reps up. They were I don't know from what game, but it kind of sounds like, an old 8-bit game, but hey, get props. But the track sounded very close to track 2. But one thing I would say is that it is a lesser version than track 2. What I mean by that is because the beat, even with the chimes from the video games and all that, like, that was cool. But overall, the beat was kind of like lackluster. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as interesting as track 2, and the vocals were the same story. It wasn't as interesting as track 2 vocals or like that. You know what I'm saying? It just that at times it sounded like almost amateur. Like it sounded, because I swear there's a time when he is doing the main chorus of the song, and it's who taught you that, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, while he's doing that line, and it sounds like he's moving away from the mic, like who taught you that? Like you guys know what I'm saying? Like it sounds like sounds kind of amateur, in my opinion, but I'm not sure maybe if that was the effect he was going for, but to me it just sounded kind of But Ty Dolla $ign definitely did revive the track for me. He did a very good job. He definitely killed his verse. It was awesome. He said, shit tastes like water, all that good stuff. Something that you would, be accustomed to hearing from him, but it was a very, very good verse. And overall, it was a pretty good track. Not my favorite. Pretty good. Now we're going to go to track 6, Czech Republic. Track 6, Czech Republic.
Took you when he ain't look. We ain't gotta go to the club. We can fuck around, make our own.
Okay, Czech Republic. Okay. One thing I would say, the instrumental is probably the best part of this song, just because of how low key it is and how I just feel like the beat and when you listen to it, you'll kind of understand what I'm saying here. But the instrumental is like living and breathing. You know what I'm saying? It's always changing. It's always adapting to what's happening in the song, whether it be the chorus or just a verse. You know what I'm saying? It's a living and breathing instrumental, which is something that I personally like hearing. But I just like how it was constantly changing. It was it's like it was Jeremih featuring the instrumental. You know what I'm saying? Like the instrumental had its own style, had its own thing going on. But the vocals, I feel like were kind of you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just feel like on this track especially, I don't know if it was just because I listened to the past 5, but like just listen to this track, it just sounds like I've heard all these lyrics before already, and I've heard them not only from like a past Jeremiah song, but from this EP right now. I felt like I just heard these lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And like just the lyrics on this track just sounded kind of just unoriginal and like kind of just like just kind of boring. You know what I'm saying? I got bored listening to the song. The only thing that I liked about this song, personally, was the instrumental. That's what kind of kept me going in the song. Just hearing that beat, constantly change and go up and down in volume. But just I don't know, just the lyrics were kind of for me. They weren't doing it. They weren't doing it for me. But now we're gonna go to track 7. It's called London, and it's featuring Stefflon Don, Krept, and Conan. So we're gonna check this out. Track 7, London. We're halfway through, guys. Track 7, London.
My hands up on your waist, I limbo go low, 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 low. I might give me a taste. That Henny got me feeling nasty. Go get me right like a taxi.
There we go. This is the track that this EP needed right here, right here. This is the redemption right here. This is the redemption, guys. I know I said in the previous track that just that specific song sounded something that we've already heard. All that. This song is drastically different. It is drastically different than any other track on this EP, and that's something that needed. This EP definitely needed that. You know what I'm saying? But the beat and the vocals, were both tied together, and what I mean by that is just like they were both on the same level. They're very aggressive. They're very kind of cutthroat vocals. They're very high beat, high. What the hell am I doing? High tempo. But it was a very good song. It had a lot of energy in it. It was awesome. Definitely something you want to dance to, and it had a lot of vibes of Jamaica, the island. So I definitely did enjoy that. The featured girl did very, very, very good. I don't know if it was Stefflon Don or which one exactly is the girl, but whoever it is, she did very good. Very, very, very strong. And so the guy at the end. The guy at the end, almost like I feel like it wasn't even needed, but it just added to the song. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like, we needed his part in it. But that's not to say that, I didn't like his part. His part was definitely very good. But overall, I just, like how this track was, it was different. It was different than all your tracks. That's what I enjoyed about this track. It was different. It was like something that we haven't heard before on this EP yet. So I definitely did enjoy that track 7, London. So now we're going to go to track 8, Amsterdam. Track 8, Amsterdam.
Top flow in the presidential suite. Looking down on with all you haters. Told them no more sauce, I'm out of favor. It ain't about.
Okay, Amsterdam. Okay, I felt like I definitely kept that aggressive tone to it, as it was in the track right before it. It definitely kept that aggressive kind of upbeat kind of cutthroat tone to it. Definitely did keep that, but at the same time, it was a little bit more low key than the last track. It was very kind of turned down, kind of a slow pace, a little bit of a slow pace track. But I don't know, it was slow pace, but it was still edgy, and still aggressive at the same time. It was kind of like a two-pronged sword right there. But it was definitely a song that was all about flashy and being flashy about it. Because there's a line where it's like my wristwatch shining like the lights on a police cop, whatever that track was. You know what I'm saying? But it was a flashy song. But I don't know why I got these like Kanye vibes from this song. I don't know why. It doesn't even sound like a Kanye song. I guess maybe like the lyrics that kind of sounded like it was something that Kanye would say. I'm not sure why, but I got those Kanye vibes while listening to this track. You know what I'm saying? But not that to say that, you know, this track sounds like a Kanye West song. I'm just saying that kind of felt like Kanye West you know, that arrogant cockiness, I guess what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of what I mean by, I guess, by the song being, you know, flashy and out there. But definitely, you know, pretty good song. Not my favorite. But, you know, definitely good. I appreciate it. And now we're going to go to track 9, Stockholm. Track 9, Stockholm.
We on now, we got the bomb, no roll up, a mini boys gone.
Okay, Stockholm. Okay. My first impressions of the song was that it sounds like a Trey Songz song. It sounds like Trey Songz, you know, would have, you know, been better at this song than Jeremih. Not saying that this is kind of a meh track for me. I mean, for me, you know what I'm saying? This is weird because this track, you know, has everything that I look for in an R&B song, right? It has, for one, pretty slow paced. 2, something that, you know, is great in the instrumental, which was in this case, it was kind of the beat, the way they did the bass, and I believe it was a piano. It was a piano. Why am I getting that mixed up with a violin? I don't know why. It had a piano in it, which is also something that I love to hear in R&B tracks, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it was just screamed R&B track. It screamed R&B, you know, through and through. But I don't know why this track just kind of just let me down. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is about this whole EP, right? Like I tend to love R&B out, you know, EPs and, you know, artwork, but just that something about this just sounds like I've heard this all before. I was like, I've heard this shit. You know what I'm saying? Not that it's crap, not that it's shit, but I'm just saying that, like, I don't know what it is, man. Like, I just feel like I've just heard this all before. I don't know. But I enjoy it. I definitely, you know, like that track, you know, for what it is. But I'm just waiting for a track to blow me away in this EP. And we got another 5 tracks, excuse me. So I hope, you know, this could, you know, we can make it happen. But I kind of just want that one track to just blow me away. And I haven't heard that yet. At least me, I haven't heard that yet. So now we're going to go to track 10. Oslo, Norway, track 10, Oslo, Norway. This is featuring The Game. So this could be, you know, a more heavy-hitting track, but I'm going to go to track 10, Oslo, Norway.
Skinny these hoes, dip, in Patron, we sip, Uber order, live, she gon' go off the.
I put this bitch up in the Uber, me no feel like making house calls, give her.
Okay, I may sound off guard just because this track features a little end part where, you know, this girl's talking, and she says some explicit things that I'm not going to be able to say on camera, you know, for the kids though. But the track, you know, it felt like a very much like a summer type song. It sounded like something that, you know, you would play by the pool. It's, you know, dark out. You're with your friends still. You're just hanging out in the summer. You know what I'm saying? The weather's warm. That's what it kind of felt like to me. It felt like a very, you know, summer nights chill song. Something that's very low key. But The Game actually brought, you know, something to the table that, you know, I felt like this EP needed, right? It was some you know, old school, kind of like, well, not old school, but like, you know, actual, you know, rap, you know what I'm saying, like an actual verse, right? Granted, I do wish that he did more with the opportunity to bring some interesting lyrics to the table, because, you know, it was just kind of like, you know, the classic, you know, lines about sex, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, oh, I want to, you know, bust her open, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish that, you know, he actually, you know, went a different direction with that verse. But granted, you know, it was just what it is. Oh well, it is what it is. But I just wish that, you know, he brought something else to the table besides those lyrics, because, you know, Jeremiah got it down. There's no need to, you know, fill in what is already, you know, there. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to, you know, play a position that's already, you know, being played right now. But hey, you know, I want a little bit more of The Game. Sorry, but you know, pretty good. That ending narrative again kind of caught me off guard, but okay, I see. Maybe this is leading into track 11, but I guess we'll find out right now. So we're going to track 11, British Headboards. Track 11, British Headboards.
Cause let your feet touch the sky. Get all in your feelings right.
Okay. This is definitely a sex song. Definitely, so if you want to add to your playlist, go ahead and move that shit to your playlist. But it's a very, very slow song. Probably the slowest song, as far as I can tell. Definitely a very slow song. There's definitely vibes all over the place on this track. Personally, there's a lot of vibes, a lot of late night, with your girl sex vibes. So definitely, you got that on this track, and also I felt like the song would have been good, with a feature that was a girl in it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of just to give that nice, contrast between, a man and a woman kind of feel. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that would have been a good decision to bring on a girl with it. But I understand, this is his EP. He wants to be on that deal. But I felt like having a girl would have made this track even better than what it is. It's a very good track. I definitely liked it. I definitely did. Probably the most thing I enjoyed was Jeremiah's vocals in this one. He actually, kind of went more grander in his, ability to sing as opposed to he did in his last tracks. Because his last tracks, he was kind of just, kind of just singing like whatever. But this one, he actually, hit some high notes that were actually very good. They're actually very, they're actually very high and very, good to the song. You know what I'm saying? Good to the overall, feel of the song. So definitely did enjoy the vocals on this track, and it was pretty good. Not bad track. Not a bad one. We're gonna go to track 12, Hamburg, featuring Smith and Wesson. Okay, but track 12, Hamburg.
I'm about to hit twice, yeah. I'ma call that a two-pitter. Roll 2 blunts, 2 rippers. All I need is about 2 beepers. Hit me up when you need.
Okay. Track 12, I felt like definitely had the most abstract instrumental of all of them. It was very, it sounded like, at first there was some elements of the beat that, came first, and then others came in, and you kind of got the feeling that they weren't going to match up good. But then once they were all, there at the same time, it matched up very well. So I definitely did enjoy kind of that like loose kind of brick type of instrumental where they're kind of spaced out and then they come together as one cohesive instrumental. So that was very good. It sounded very edgy as well. I definitely did enjoy the kind of different style of the beat. I'm saying? It was very edgy. I definitely did enjoy the beat. But Smith on this track, Smith is the feature. He sounded very good. He has a very good rapping voice. Sound very good. But I wish that he just took the opportunity and did something different with his verse. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is a song that kind of suffers with everything I've heard before. And it's everything I've heard before, even on this. Like, I felt like his verse and the games almost sounded like copy-paste, kind of almost the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Which is another thing that's like, man, like, dude, if you're going to be on such a big artist, if you're going to be on this album, like, come with a verse that's so much different. You know what I'm saying? Granted, he probably didn't know that, the game was going to be on it or know what his verse sounded like, but they just sounded so close to each other. And even the same thing could be said with Jeremiah again. Like, these lyrics, they're so boring. Like, they sounded the same. Like, give me something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, throw something different in there. But there was one line that he threw in there that I did like. Mr. Late Nights, call me Fallon. Good pun, Jeremiah. Good pun. I like it. I'll give that a sign off. I like that. But now we're going to go to track 13, Copenhagen. Track 13, Copenhagen, featuring Sonia. I believe I pronounce it or something like that. Track 13, Copenhagen.
There for you. No, they're not. I'll be there for you. 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 No, then I'll be there for you.
Okay, there we go. Something a little different. Finally. This track was, definitely good. It was better than what, we've heard these past few tracks. The girl on this track, her verse, I liked probably one of the best features on this. Probably, if not the best feature, to be honest with you. It was a very different feature. It wasn't, all about, sex, whatever. It wasn't all about that. It was, they had some elements in that verse that were extremely different and that, were actually good. You know what I'm saying? That, were stuff that, that dealt with love and dealt with loss and dealt with, being apart from each other and falling back. Just stuff like that. That's not all about, sex. Something that I definitely enjoyed in her verse. And the same can be said with Jeremiah's verse. You know what I'm saying? It was finally something different we got. It wasn't all about the sex. It wasn't all about, physical attraction, which I understand it is Jeremiah. You know, that is kind of what his thing is. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand that. But at the same time, I enjoyed that there was a lot of different things on both their verses, and I definitely enjoyed it. The beat didn't really stick out for me, to be honest. You know, the beat was kind of mundane, but hey, you know, it's okay. It's all good. No big deal. I got brand new lyrics, so okay, that's fine. You know, if I have to trade off a pretty good beat at this point and trade for some different lyrics, and okay, because I've already gotten, you know, different beats throughout this whole EP. So, you know, hey, we got some different lyrics, so okay, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get, Jeremiah. I'll take what I can get. But we're going on to track 14, the finale, the last track of this Late Nights Europe EP, and it's called The Crib, featuring G Herbo and Chi Hoover. So we're gonna check that out right now. Track 14, The Crib.
I met a little bitch in a hundred. Shawty always wild, she be on it. I met a little bitch on the low end. Shawty always love to go in. I met a...
Alright, I don't know, I just found this track boring. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is. Nothing about that track stood out to me. Nothing about that track, you know, was, you know, anything good to me personally. The beat was kind of mundane. I don't know. I feel like the biggest issue with this EP is that it is too long, right? I feel like there are too many tracks that sound too close to each other, that sound so similar to each other. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. What I feel like, you know, walking away from this EP is that this EP is too long for 14 tracks, right? And I felt like if we could cherry pick songs that were, you know, different and abstract enough from all the other mundane tracks, like for example, I would keep track London. I would keep London. I would keep Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Like some of those tracks that sounded so different from each other. You know, like I forgot what ones, or I'm not gonna, you know, go through them and look right now. But you know, there are definitely tracks that sound different from each other, and you guys, you know, heard in the video, you know, what tracks were different. If we just had those and had like maybe 2 or 3 of the tracks that sound similar and made it like an 8-track EP, then we're golden. But I just felt like having a bunch of tracks that sound the same kind of just weighed down the entire thing, right? So I just felt like this was kind of a meh EP. It wasn't the greatest thing, guys. It wasn't, you know, the best thing I'll ever listen to. But hey, that's how it is. You not every EP is gonna be a home run. Not every album is gonna be a home run. So yeah, that was my review of Late Nights Europe. Jeremiah, meh. If you're bored, listen to it. If you're bored, if you like Jeremiah, I like Jeremiah. So there is definitely a few tracks here that that I like a lot. I'll be listening to, you know, later, but not the whole thing. Not the whole thing, guys. So that was my review on Late Nights Europe by Jeremih. If you got content down below, you can check out my media links, my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all the good stuff. You can follow me on there. Also down below in the comments below, if you guys have listened to this album, let me know what you guys think about, you know, each track, or let me know your overall thoughts on the album if you guys liked it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. So thanks for watching, and as always, I got you.